Well, we want to bring on Dan Marak. He is head of MH Hospitality, a hotel development company that has done numerous projects here in Omaha. We've talked to him in the past, but there's a lot going on in the hospitality world here in Omaha, so it's time to have you back. Dan, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Congratulations. Yesterday, you had the official celebration and ribbon cutting for your Home 2 Suites by Hilton product at Saddle Creek and Dodge. How did that go?
Oh, it went great. You know, we opened last fall, but with COVID, you know, we elected to wait to bring people through, and the chamber indicated to me that it was the first ribbon cutting in 13 months. So things are heading in the right direction.
Welcome to the other side. So when you started that project by the Med Center, did you know about the next project, the $2.6 billion Department of Defense, Homeland Security?
So I wish I could tell you that we were that smart, but we were just blessed and lucky.
Yeah.
And that's part of
that. Had to be a good day. And they're supposed to announce that, ladies and gentlemen, any time now.
Yes, and they've been rather active, and they've been a great partner of ours.
Now, want to ask you a little bit before we talk about some of your other projects. Want to get an idea just how bad last year was for not only your company, but the industry in general. There was probably no industry, including restaurants, that was more directly damaged by the pandemic and associated government shutdowns than the lodging business.
Sure.
How bad was it, and how much have you recovered?
It was like falling off a table. I went from 72% occupancy in my hotels booked to 9%, sometimes having more employees than I had guests. My second day into really knowing that this was a problem, you know, Dundee Bank gave me a call, Jeff Royal, and we talked and put a plan together, and within a week, you know, we moved into a 6-month plan for all of our hotels, and then of course after that, you know, we had PPP money and some other things that came too. But if you didn't have a relationship and great partners, it was really, really tough.
So the pandemic was not in your business plan, is what you're saying?
No, it was not in our it was not in our business plan. We didn't know how to handle it. We didn't know plexiglass was going to go up there. We didn't know the length of it, so we planned for a long term.
Mm-hmm. And you were right.
Yeah,
unfortunately, yes.
and now occupancy is back up to what?
I think on same store sales, meaning like stuff that's been stabilized out there in the marketplace. We're blessed. You know, I have a great marketing team. It's not really this way for everybody, but we're in the low 60s on our existing stuff, and we're approaching, you know, this last week, I mean, we're sold out a number of places all across the country.
That's fantastic.
Sports teams are driving it. I think both mom and dad want to get out of the house, and they want to go with sports teams. It used to be who's going this weekend. Now they're both going, and they like to get out a little bit now. I think it's working.
Where have you seen, on a national level and local, not necessarily just yours, but are prices back up? Are they higher, lower than they were before COVID?
Commodity prices are up. We pay more for milk and eggs and everything else, but ADR has not snapped back to where we need it to be. We're getting
ADR meaning
average daily rate.
Okay.
You know, we're about $10 or $15 a night off of where we really need to be to get back to 2019.
Right.
So,
which was a great year.
It was the best year ever in lodging. So we're 85% of where we were in 2019 going into
extremes. Wow.
Yeah. Dan, we want to talk about two of your other projects. The first one is getting really close to opening in a little over a week, and that is a unique dual-branded product in South Central Omaha near 72nd and I-80. Tell us about that.
Well, it's a unique concept for the brands. They have an extended stay hotel on the right side, for example, and a limited service hotel on the left side. There's economies in labor to do so, and also what it does, it deters other brands from coming in because you both have the extended stay model and the limited service hotel right in that location.
Were those both new construction? Because that was, I mean, I spent a good part of my life there between chamber events at the Holiday Inn Convention Center at the time, and then the Ramada Inn, whatever. And when there was no competition, that's where every event seemed to be. by the Big O show, if you remember that, Jeff, and every chamber event, and then also in high school, the FBLA state conference and everything. And now Omaha's really expanded and probably tripled the amount of hotel rooms. But were those both new construction projects?
Yes, they're both new construction projects. We got lucky that we went after it with Dicon. In May, we got our footings done. In May, 12 months later, we'll be at finish. So a 12-month, 138-room project. I applaud their work on that. In terms of lumber, we elected, that was a COVID environment. We like to keep going. Now, we look really genius-like because the lumber prices went fivefold higher.
Right.
But trust me, it was just a matter of we elected to just persevere.
And that dual-branded concept is Home 2 Suites by Hilton and True by Hilton. This is the first True by Hilton in the metro area.
Absolutely.
Okay, now, last project we want to mention, and we're talking with Dan Marak of MH Hospitality, Kansas City-based hospitality development company with multiple properties here in Omaha. The other one is a planned building really close to your other one in the Med Center area.
Yes, right next to Don and Millie's. We're planning a limited service Hampton, about 90 units with retail on the first floor. And we're early in the pricing process, and we're early in the maybe a little bit of slightly redesigned process, but we plan to get going in the fall on that. But there's been sticker shock across the country.
Hard to budget.
Hard to lock prices. Even subcontractors won't lock prices because they don't know what their materials are going to cost. So everybody's gun shy out there right now.
Okay, so that'll be a Hampton Inn, and we understand 7 stories, or is that maybe subject to change?
I think it'll be closer to 6 stories. It's a little. There'll be some redesign on room types to tighten it up a little bit.
Briefly, why Omaha?
Well, I have a really good staff in Omaha. I mean, I got people that've been with me 9-10 years that I just, you go to war with them and you day in and day out, and you can really trust them. I sleep better knowing that I have a really great banking relationship in Omaha. But also, I think if you looked at the lodging market in general, Omaha, when I entered Omaha 10 years ago, Omaha had a quite a dated supply of hotel rooms. And that's what gets lost. If you look at 72nd Street, for example, Quality Inn went away and it got knocked over. The Regency Lodge went away, it got knocked over. A lot of old hotels are getting knocked over. When I came to Omaha, it had one of the oldest Hampton Inns at Westroads that I'd ever seen in the United States of America. But Hampton Inn's a great brand. It had one of the oldest Residence Inns that I'd ever seen in America at 69th that ended up being a Sonesta Suites, and then 3 Residence Inns come in. Right? So Omaha was in a regeneration period with a great business climate.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Dan,
Thanks for doing business here.
Yeah, we appreciate your investment in the community and appreciate you joining us on Grow Omaha today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Dan Marak, MH Hospitality, with new projects all over the Omaha area.
If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.